My beloved, as I stand here with you, the veil between heaven and earth trembling with the weight of this moment, I feel the pulse of eternity beating in your heart. The message I've delivered is not a fleeting whisper, it's a clarion call, a divine summons that echoes through the realms of the seen and unseen. You've heard the warning. You've felt the chill, seen the vision, sensed the urgency. The headlights veering, the metal twisting, the clock frozen at 11:11. Now these are not mere images but a sacred opportunity placed in your hands. This is your moment to rise, to act, to become the protector you were born to be. Let us linger here, my child, as I guide you through the weight and wonder of this calling, urging you to seize this chance to change your destiny, to unlock your purpose, and to send ripples of light through the world. The divine has chosen you, not by accident, but by design. Before the stars were hung in the sky, before the oceans learned to sing, your name was known in the halls of heaven. Your spirit was marked for moments like these, are moments when the ordinary becomes extraordinary, when a single choice can shift the course of a life, a family, a generation. You may feel small, uncertain, or unworthy, but let me remind you, you are anything but ordinary. You are a seer, a listener, a guardian clothed in human flesh, and the divine trusts you to carry this message. The vision you've received is not a burden, it's a gift, a mercy, a chance to stand in the gap between life and tragedy. My beloved, a broken bar, listen to me, and do not turn your ear away. The veil between the seen and the unseen is thin right now, and heaven is trembling with urgency. I have been sent to you not in a dream, not in a whisper, but in the fullness of divine command. This is not just a feeling. It is not your imagination. It is not anxiety or coincidence. It is a call. A holy call. A sacred warning. And the clock is already ticking. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden chill. The flicker in the corner of your eye. The pulse in your chest that beats just a little too hard. That was me. That was us. The host of heaven. We are standing over your shoulder, hands pressed against the veil of this world, hoping and pleading that you will not ignore this moment. Because what you just saw. What flashed across your spirit like a lightning bolt in a midnight storm. Was not just a vision. It was a divine interruption. A gift of foresight. A mercy-laced warning. A cry from the realm beyond time. You saw it, clear as the stars that sing over the oceans at night, headlights veering off the road. Metal twisting like paper. The clock frozen at 11:11. This is not a metaphor. This is not a poetic image. This is real. This is urgent. This is the future crying out for you to interfere. And you must. Because you have the power to stop it. Yes, you. You who feels so small, so uncertain. You who sometimes doubts if your prayers even touch heaven's gate. You who wonders if you're strong enough to be a protector. Let me tell you something, beloved child of the light. You were chosen for this moment before you were born. Before your name was known on earth, it was whispered in heaven. Before you breathed your first breath, this moment was carved into the scroll of your purpose. You were always meant to stand at this intersection between life and tragedy, between silence and intercession. And now, that moment is here. There is someone you love. A friend. A sibling. A child. A partner. They are planning to travel sooner, perhaps this very hour, or in the next few. They may have no idea that danger lurks along their path. The weather may seem calm. The sky may appear clear. Their car may seem to purr like a tame beast. But what they don't see is the shadow ahead. The split second that could change everything. The misstep, the curve, the distraction. The moment when the world might go silent, a broken bar, and never speak again. But it doesn't have to happen. That's why we showed it to you. Not to frighten you, but to empower you. You see, not all visions are prophecies of doom. Some are divine opportunities to shift the tide, to break the pattern, to reverse the curse, to intercept the enemy's plot. And these a broken bar, this is one of them. There is still time. But only if you act. Not later. Not in an hour. Not tomorrow. Now. Call them. Message them. Interrupt their schedule. Tell them to delay their trip by just 30 minutes. Tell them to check their brakes even if they feel fine. Especially if they feel fine. Tell them not to take the highway, even if it's the fastest route. They may roll their eyes. They may laugh it off. But your voice will echo with angelic urgency. Your words will carry the weight of heaven's intervention. And if you obey this nudge in your spirit, the timeline will bend. Yes, beloved. Fate can be changed. Because obedience has power. Because your voice carries divine authority. Because your warning is their miracle. And if you if you truly listen to what your spirit is crying out, you will see the signs. They are not accidents. They are heaven's confirmations that you rewrote the story. First, when you hang up the phone or end the message, their line will fill with static for a brief moment. Don't be alarmed. That static is the sound of the veil shaking, of the angelic frequency colliding with human technology. It is the sign that the message passed through realms. Second, when they get in the car, their radio will glitch for a heartbeat and a hymn will play. Not one they know. Not one they recognize. But one their soul remembers. A celestial melody they have never heard on earth. It will be brief. Mysterious. Holy. A whisper from God. Third, when they arrive home safely unharmed, unshaken, they will glance behind them and for a split second, their shadow will appear with wings. You heard me. Wings. Just for a moment. Just enough to make them stop and wonder. Just enough to know something divine intervened. You'll know then. You'll feel it in your chest. You were not just a witness. You were their guardian. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is your test. Will you pass by like the priest on the road, ignoring the bleeding soul just around the bend? Or will you be the Good Samaritan, the one who doesn't wait to understand everything, but acts out of pure love and heavenly instinct? Because if you don't act, a broken bar; if you stay silent, a broken bar; if you doubt what you've seen and chalk it up to paranoia or imagination, a broken bar, then the crash will unfold exactly as you saw it. The headlights, the twisting metal, the silence, the stillness, the time frozen at 11:11, an echo of an opportunity missed. And your broken bar, you will feel it. You will remember this message. You will remember my voice. And regret will come like a storm that cannot be quieted. But it doesn't have to be that way. You still have the power. You still have the time. Not muka, but enough. This is not just about one person. It is about your destiny, your sensitivity, your obedience. This is training for something greater. The heavens are watching. The angels are gathered. Your name has been spoken in the throne room, and the question has been asked, will they rise? Will they act? Will they protect the one we love? You see, beloved, you were never alone. You were never ordinary. You were never too broken to be used. You were chosen to be a messenger. There are so many things you have survived. So many times the world tried to silence your voice, steal your light, make you doubt your gifts. But here you are. Still breathing. Still hearing. Still seeing. You are a seer. You are a listener. You are a protector. And now at this very moment you are being called into active duty. So rise. Pick up the phone. Send the message. Knock on the door. Interrupt the routine. Break the pattern. Be inconvenient. Be insistent. Be bold. Because heaven is behind you. And if you do these, or if you obey this urging, you will not only save a life, a broken bar, you will unlock your own calling. You will witness what happens when a child of God steps fully into divine alignment. You will become the bridge between death and deliverance. This is not just about the road. It's about the ripple. That person you save, they may go on to raise a child who changes the world. They may write a song that heals a broken heart. They may pray for someone who's about to give up. They may give birth to a prophet. They may live to tell a testimony that shatters darkness. But none of that happens a broken bar if you do nothing. So now, beloved, the choice is yours. Will you be the unseen guardian? Or the silent witness? Heaven is listening. Time is slipping. But the angels are waiting to act the moment you do. Comment protect them if you'll obey this divine warning. Like this to activate angelic intervention. And above all, make the call. We are with you. We will not leave your side. We will go before you and follow after. And the one you save will never even know how close they came to eternity because you stood in the gap. Think of the vision again, my beloved. Picture it clearly, the car swerving, the road curving, the moment when everything could change. That image is not meant to paralyze you with fear but to ignite you with purpose. The divine doesn't show you what cannot be changed. They show you what you have the power to alter. You are not a helpless bystander, you are a divine interrupter, a vessel of heaven's intervention. The person you love, the one whose face flashes in your mind right now, is counting on you, even if they don't know it. They may be packing their bags, checking their keys, or planning their route, unaware of the shadow lurking on their path. But you know. You see. And that knowledge is your strength. This moment is about more than one trip, one road, one life. It's about who you are becoming. Every time you obey a divine nudge, every time you act on a holy prompting, you step closer to the fullness of your calling. The divine is training you, my child, preparing you for a life of impact, a life where your voice carries the weight of heaven, where your actions bend the arc of fate. This warning is your test, your invitation to rise into the role you were created for. Will you be the one who hesitates, who doubts, who lets fear silence their spirit? Or will you be the one who acts, who trusts, who becomes a beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs it? Let's talk about what it means to act. It's simple, yet profound. Pick up the phone. Send the message. Knock on the door. Speak the words that burn in your heart, don't go yet. Check your car. Take a different route. These words may feel awkward, even foolish, as they leave your lips. The person you're warning might raise an eyebrow, chuckle, or brush it off. But don't be discouraged. Your voice is not just so, it's amplified by the host of heaven, carried by angels who stand ready to move the moment you obey. Your words, though they seem small, are a divine decree, a command that shifts the spiritual realm and rewrites the story. Imagine the moment you make that call. Your hands might tremble as you dial, your heart might race as you speak, but as you do, something sacred happens. The veil shakes, just as I promised. You'll hear that brief crackle of static on the line, a sign that your message has pierced the boundary between worlds. It's the sound of heaven responding, of angels leaping into action, of the divine nodding in approval. And when your loved one listens, when they pause, when they check their brakes or delay their trip, the timeline bends. The crash you saw, the tragedy you feared, fades like a shadow in the light of your obedience. And then, the signs will come. Oh, my beloved, they will come. When your loved one gets in their car, the radio will flicker, and a hymn will play, a melody not of this world, but of the celestial choir. It will be brief, haunting, holy, a reminder that the divine is near. When they arrive home safely, untouched by the danger that could have been, they'll glance back and see it a shadow with wings, just for a heartbeat. They may not understand, they may not speak of it, but their soul will know, something divine intervened. And you, my child, will feel it too, a warmth in your chest, a peace that surpasses understanding, a certainty that you were part of a miracle. This is the power of your obedience. It's not just about saving a life, though that is a miracle in itself. It's about the ripple that follows. The person you save may go on to do something extraordinary, raise a child who heals the broken, write a story that inspires millions, pray a prayer that shifts a nation. They may live to love, to laugh, to light up the world in ways you can't yet imagine. But none of that happens if you stay silent. The ripple begins with you, with your courage, with your willingness to act now, in this fleeting window of time. let's pause and reflect on what's at stake. If you hesitate, if you dismiss this vision as imagination or anxiety, the crash will unfold as you saw it. The headlights will veer, the metal will twist, and the clock will freeze at 11:11, a haunting reminder of a moment missed. Regret will come, heavy and unrelenting, whispering what could have been. But my beloved, it doesn't have to be that way. You have the power to choose a different ending. You have the time here, not much, but enough to make the call, to send the message, to be the guardian your loved one needs. This choice is not just about them, it's about you. It's about the destiny you're stepping into, the calling you're embracing. Every time you act on a divine prompting, you grow stronger, bolder, more aligned with the divine's plan. You become a bridge between heaven and earth, a conduit for miracles, a protector of those you love. The world may have tried to silence you, to dim your light, to make you doubt your worth, but here you are, still standing, still hearing, still seeing. You are not broken. You are not too small. You are chosen, and this moment is proof. Let me paint a picture of what's possible when you act. Imagine your loved one, safe at home, their car parked, their heart beating, their life intact. They may never know how close they came to danger, but you will. You'll carry the quiet joy of knowing you obeyed, that you trusted, that you made a difference. And as you do, something shifts inside you. You begin to see yourself as the divine sees you, not as a bystander, but as a warrior, a seer, a guardian. You start to notice other nudges, other promptings, other moments when heaven calls you to act. Your life becomes a tapestry of miracles, woven from small, brave choices that change the world. This is what it means to live in divine alignment. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about listening, trusting, and acting, even when you're unsure. It's about saying yes to the divine, even when the world says number. It's about being inconvenient, insistent, bold, because you know the weight of what's at stake. You are not just saving a life here, you are unlocking your own calling, stepping into a role that will shape your future and the future of those around you. Now, let's talk about the community you're part of. This message isn't just for you, it's for every soul who hears it, every heart that feels the urgency of heaven's call. You are not alone in this moment. There are others, right now, reading these words, feeling the same chill, seeing the same vision. They, too, are being called to act, to protect, to rise. And when you engage with this message, when you like and comment, you join hands with them, creating a circle of light that spans the globe. Liking this message is more than a tap on a screen, it's a declaration. It's saying, I hear the call. I'm ready to act. I'm part of this divine mission. Your like sends a signal to heaven, activating angelic intervention, amplifying the power of your obedience. It's a small act with eternal impact, a way of standing with the host of heaven and saying, I'm in. And it connects you to others who are saying the same, others who are picking up their phones, sending their messages, changing destinies just as you are. Commenting is even more powerful. When you write protect them in the comments, you're not just typing words, you're proclaiming your commitment, sealing your choice in the spiritual realm. You're adding your voice to a chorus of protectors, a symphony of faith that echoes through the heavens. Your comment might be simply a single phrase, a prayer, a word like trust or courage. Or it might be a piece of your story, a moment when you acted on a divine nudge and saw a miracle unfold. Whatever you share, it matters. It inspires others, strengthens the community, and reminds everyone that no one walks this path alone. Your like and comment are acts of faith, my beloved. They're a way of honoring this moment, of marking it as sacred. They're a gift to others, offering hope to someone who's hesitating, courage to someone who's afraid, light to someone lost in darkness. When you engage, you're not just responding to this message, you're joining a movement, a wave of divine intervention that's sweeping the world. The divine loves when you connect, when you share, when you lift each other up. It's part of the plan, part of the beauty of being chosen. As we near the end of this message, I want to leave you with a vision of your future. Imagine yourself, weeks or months from now, looking back on this moment. You made the call. You sent the message. You acted with courage, and your loved one is safe, their life untouched by the tragedy you saw. You feel a quiet pride, a deep peace, knowing you listened to heaven's voice. But it's more than that. You're different now. You walk with a new confidence, a new awareness of your power. You notice the divine's nudges more clearly, act on them more boldly, live with a sense of purpose that lights up your days. Your life is no longer ordinary, it's a testament to what happens when a child of God says yes. This is the ripple of your obedience. It starts with one choice, one moment, one act of faith, but it doesn't stop there. It spreads, touching lives you'll never meet, shaping futures you'll never see. The person you save may go on to do something extraordinary, love fiercely, create boldly, pray powerfully. Their children, their friends, their community will feel the impact of your choice, even if they never know your name. And you, my beloved, will carry the joy of knowing you were part of it, that you stood at the intersection of life and tragedy and chose life. But this future begins now. The clock is ticking, the veil is thin, and the angels are waiting. You have the vision, the warning, the power to act. Don't let doubt steal this moment. Don't let fear silence your voice. Don't let the world convince you this is just imagination. You know the truth. You feel it in your bones, in your spirit, in the pulse that hasn't stopped tracing since you heard my voice. This is real. This is urgent. This is yours. So rise, my beloved. Pick up the phone. Send the message. Be the guardian you were born to be. Like this message to activate the angels, to declare your faith, to join the community of protectors. Comment protect them to seal your commitment, to inspire others, to add your voice to the chorus of light. And above all, make the call. Do it now, while the window is open, while the divine is near, while the angels stand ready to move. We are with you, my child. We will not leave your side. We will go before you, behind you, around you, carrying your words, guarding your loved one, weaving your obedience into a miracle. The one you save will never know how close they came to eternity, but you will. And heaven will rejoice, because you answered the call. Because you rose, because you chose to be a protector. This is your moment. Act now. With all my love, with all my strength, with all the power of heaven.